Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's MissyMaroon, and today I'm going to give a book review on the book The Secret Keeper by Kate Morton. And just a quick little warning, I did read this book a little while ago before reviewing this, but it's like some of the details might not all be there, but should be good. So this book, in the classic Kate Morton style, is told from several different points of view. But the main point of view that you hear, probably the most actually, is from Laurel Nicholson, and she is an elderly woman whose mother is on the brink of death, and Laurel goes back to her home and decides to deal with something that she witnessed as a youth when she was 16 years old, which is that of her mother killing someone. So that's kind of where the whole plot comes from. And so she, when she was 16, saw her mom kill this guy who just kind of came up the driveway and was talking to her mom. All of a sudden her mom uses this knife and stabs him in the chest and he's dead, and she's like, what? What? And like she always just kind of wondered about it, but it's something she kind of pushed aside because she was like, whatever, I love my family and so I don't want to like cause any disturbances or whatever. And so she just kind of suppressed how she felt about that and any questions she had about it, until now when she is like in her 60s and her mother is close to death, and she can't go on living knowing that her mom killed someone and not knowing why anymore. And so Laurel goes on this quest to find out who this man was and why her mom would want to kill him. And it's a pretty interesting story. There's a lot of twists and turns, and there's one final like thing at the end where the plot, like a plot twist, I guess, that I did not see coming at all. Like, I mean, you start to maybe suspect it towards the end, like as you're growing closer and closer to it, because you're like, none of these pieces are making sense, these clues don't match up with the outcome, and then when it happens you're like, whoa! And it's like really cool. So this book is also told from the point of view of at least 3 other authors, and yeah, it's the story of how Laurel's mother came to kill someone. And it's really good. Like, I'm sorry, that's the most basic way I can explain it without giving away like a ton of information. But it's really good. And Kate Morton is honestly, she's my favorite author, tied with J.K. Rowling and I always forget her name, the author of the Seven Realms series. Love those 3. Those are my 3 favorite authors. And yeah, Kate Morton just, she's great. And this book is really interesting because Laurel's piece takes part in modern day, and then the other authors of this book, it takes place in World War II, and that's always just kind of an interesting era to read in and read about. Like, you just can't get away from them 40s. They're very interesting, and just, I feel like we're always very drawn to it. And so you get to really capture like wartime London and see all these different parts of it and see how there was life among all this fear and death and destruction. And it's really cool. Like, that's something I love about Kate Morton, is that she's really, really good at like providing a very plausible, very realistic vision of the past. And like, you read it and it just comes to life around you. She's very good at just building worlds and making you believe you really are in the story. Like, Kate Morton is amazing. The Secret Keeper, in relation to her other books, it's not my favorite, but I still really liked it. It's like, it's probably my top 2. My favorite Kate Morton book ever is The Forgotten Garden. That one is amazing. Like, guys, read The Forgotten Garden. Then I would recommend The House at Riverton, then The Secret Keeper, and then The Distant Hours. But yeah, overall this was a really great book and definitely a recommended read. It's amazing. like, I would just stay up at nights so late just reading this book because I wanted to get through it, and it's so good. And it's like 481 pages, so not too bad. And the print is actually quite large. But yeah, it's really good. It's definitely for more mature ages, like I'd say 14 and up, you'd be good to read it. But yeah, it's a great book. And I don't know how many more times I can say that it's a great book and I recommend it. I would give it probably an 8 out of 10. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I will leave a link to where you can purchase this on like Amazon probably down below, so make sure to check that down there. I also have other little things in the down bar. Always check the down bar of any YouTube video you watch. There's always some type of goodies in there usually. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Goodbye.